Tuscaloosa, got a cavity just thinking about how sweet this November could be. FBS Scoreboard Alabama, Georgia and Auburn all won Saturday to set up a three-team round-robin that will determine who wins the SEC West and plays Georgia in the conference title game December 2nd in Atlanta. The number 1 ranked Crimson Tide 90-60, which is number 2 in the college football playoff poll, held up its end of the bargain. LSU played Alabama tough as expected. The Tigers got after quarterback Jalen Hurts, had a good game plan on offense, but Alabama made the necessary plays to extend its winning streak over LSU to 7. The Tide won 2,410 at Bryant-Denny Stadium, but lost two key players in linebackers Sean Hamilton and Mack Wilson. Bama strikes first. Jalen Hurts to Irv Smith Jr. for the Alabama FTBL score. Pick.twitter.com CBS Sports at CBS Sports November 5, 2017 Hamilton, who had a season-ending injury in the SEC title game against Florida last year, threw his helmet while on the ground and was helped off the field after suffering another knee injury. Wilson was taken to the locker room via cart with a foot injury. Neither returned to the game. Saban said both players are probably out for the season. And Alabama's best player, Minkah Fitzpatrick, played through what looked like a hamstring injury he suffered in the first quarter. Saban said they'll do a MRI Sunday on Fitzpatrick but thinks he's not hurt that bad because he did play even if it was a position in which he blitzed from short distance. He was begging me to play, Saban said. He wanted to play. He wanted to play. Guy's a great competitor. The Tide has played through injuries all season, but these three are big ones moving forward. Number 2 Georgia 90-60, which is number 1 in the playoff poll, held up its end of the bargain. The unbeaten Bulldogs clinched the SEC East to secure a trip to Atlanta for the conference title game by beating a gritty South Carolina team 2,410. The Dogs are SEC East champs. Pick.twitter.com Lahielt 5, SEC Network at SEC Network November 5, 2017 Will Muschamp won't win SEC Coach of the Year, but should get some votes. Georgia didn't look like the best team in college football, but it got the win to set up an SEC showdown next week at Auburn. The number 15 Tigers 72-51 upheld their end of the bargain. Number 14 in the playoff poll, Auburn went to Kyle Field and left with a 4,227 win over Texas A&M. The Tigers are now 30 in front of the 12th man in College Station. Check out all the action from today's at SEC Road win over Texas A&M. War Eagle. Pick.twitter.com Walker's Breeze Auburn football at Auburn football November 4, 2017 So how is all this going to shake out? Georgia doesn't need to beat Auburn to play for a conference title, but it can't afford to fall at Jordan-Hare Stadium when it comes to making the playoffs. Auburn needs a win to keep its slim hopes alive of becoming the first tallest team to make the playoffs. That's going to be a doozy. Alabama won't have a cakewalk at Mississippi State next week. The Bulldogs had a struggle against UMass but pulled it out. They'll have the Tide at home. Cowbells will be ringing, but it won't lead to Mississippi State winning. Tide will take care of Bulldogs. Those who want a great Iron Bowl should root for Auburn to beat Georgia. If Auburn stuns the playoff committee's number 1 team, it would be riding high going into the Alabama game with a spot in the SEC title game on the line. Those who want the epic SEC title game between two unbeatens, root for Georgia. The last time that happened was in 2009 when number 1 Florida and No. 2 Alabama came into it both 120. Alabama won 3,213 before winning its first national title under coach Nick Saban. Oh yeah? This is going to be such a sweet November. This article is written by Dwayne Rankin from the Montgomery Advertiser and was legally licensed via the Tribune Content Agency through the NewsCard Publisher Network. Please direct all licensing questions to legal@newscard.com.